Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. In this video, we're going to be discussing some recent developments with respect to Thai immigration. Most specifically, we're going to be discussing a lot of recent articles and recent chatter, especially across social media, with respect to the lines associated with immigration here in Thailand. So just on sort of a personal note, on August the 4th, 2017, just to sort of provide a personal anecdotal evidence on this issue, a friend of mine came into Thailand from a neighboring country here in the region. He utilized Don Muang International Airport to enter the country, and when I went down, he did arrive at 6:09 p.m. Bangkok time, and he did not get through the lines until I believe nearly 9 p.m. I don't want to go too far. I know it was after 8. I believe when I actually saw him, it was between probably 8:20 and 8:40 somewhere. That's a rather significant wait time to be dealing with Thai immigration. Apparently that same night there were articles throughout the Thai media came out the following days, the next day, and across social media that the lines got even worse as the night drew onward, and over midnight, from midnight to 4 a.m. it was taking like 4 to 5 hours to get through the line. There was even talk of people, having serious issues being in the line, and, it was getting hot, it was getting difficult to, be there. It was just not a pleasant experience. So that started a sort of cascade of stories with respect to this issue. Apparently later, there's an article from the Bangkok Post, August 9th, 2017, at 0400. PM turns screws over airport queues. To quote directly, and quoting General Prayut, "I've told authorities to next time be prepared for a situation like this, which only happens once in a while. Normally it takes 3 to 5 minutes for passengers to clear immigration," he said. To quote further, General Prayut ordered immigration authorities at the airport and the Transport Ministry to join hands in addressing problems experienced by passengers at the airport. So this seems to have been sort of in response to not only an issue that happened, to that same issue that happened at Don Muang, but also with respect to the move and the move associated. Okay, this is from an article entitled "Airport Crisis." Again, it's from the Bangkok Post. Airport Crisis. TM6 cards scrapped for Thais. August 10th, 2017 at 0125, I should say. To quote directly, "The move follows a wave of caustic comments directed at airports of Thailand by exasperated passengers left to endure waits of up to 5 hours before having their passports stamped at Don Muang from Friday night to early Saturday morning." So clearly the Prime Minister, was basically taking action with respect to this issue, and it appears that at Suvarnabhumi, then a few days later, there were lines of 4 to 5 hours associated with getting through immigration at Suvarnabhumi. To quote further from this article, "The TM6 has been required by all travelers since 1950s and must be produced on arrival and departure at any border crossing." In another video on this channel, we discuss exactly what a TM6 card is. It's a card associated with arrival and departure in the kingdom. And for those interested, I urge you to go over and check out that channel. Going further quoting, "Speaking after talks with various agencies at the airport, Police Lieutenant General Natathorn," and that's the head of Thai immigration, said passengers would soon be exempt from filling in the time-consuming white cards with blue text known as TM6. Let's be clear here, they're doing this for Thai passengers. Foreign passengers are still going to be required to go ahead and deal with the TM6 card. Work will also be carried out to enable the use of automated passport control machines for foreign visitors starting later this month with Singaporean nationals, Police Lieutenant General Natathorn said. So clearly there are initiatives underway, if you will, to go ahead and get this thing sorted. They're going to try to ease certain processing restrictions with respect to the TM6 card associated with Thai nationals. I have to be honest, I think that that's going to have a marginal impact. Most Thai nationals go through the automated lines anyway because they can. It's automated. But I think allowing other nationalities, if Singapore has the most arrivals by nationality to Thailand in a given day, week, month, or year, I think allowing them to use automated turnstiles to go through the lines will obviously, it'll ease pressure on everybody else going through the foreign nationals line, as logically one would think it would. Finally, again from the Bangkok Post, August 12, 2017, 0400, title, or the headline is, Prayut calls in Air Force to help at immigration. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha yesterday ordered the Royal Thai Air Force, RTAF, to help expedite immigration and customs processes to help reduce wait times at airports. In response to the incidents, General Prayut, and the incidents they're talking about were these clear incidents where there were these huge processing times at both Don Muang and Suvarnabhumi. In response to the incidents, General Prayut said yesterday he had told the Immigration Bureau to open all counters for service, and in case of a shortage of staff, RTAF officers would be brought in to help. Moving further, however, the commissioner insisted, the commissioner we're talking about is Nathatorn, he's the lieutenant general, and the gentleman in charge of Thai immigration nationally. The commissioner insisted that RTAF personnel would not be allowed to process passengers through immigration because that jurisdiction belongs to immigration officials only under the immigration law. He added that their assistance could be used in other areas. Now that's a fact. There are functions that sworn immigration officers do perform, for example, keeping people in the right lines, making sure people know where they're going, etc., and just sort of general facilitation functions that those folks do. If they could be freed up from doing that and moved on to the desk to go ahead and process visas, that would probably ease this issue. Finally, to quote further, Police Lieutenant General Nathatorn said that as a relief measure, 200 immigration officers at other border checkpoints, now that's land border, not, I'm presuming land border, not necessarily airport border, although there could be sea border, sea checkpoints as well. To go back and just quote this whole thing, Police Lieutenant General Nathatorn said that as a relief measure, 200 immigration officers at other border checkpoints have been called in to help at 3 airports, Don Muang, Suvarnabhumi, and Phuket, that are seeing an unusual increase in passengers despite it being the low season. There's a couple of things I think that are fundamentally going on with respect to this overall situation. First of all, Thailand they've got a problem that in a sense as a country you kind of want to have, which is they have a spike in tourism. And it was a spike that would appear to be somewhat unanticipated by the various authorities, AOT, Airports of Thailand, and the immigration office. I just don't think that they really thought that come August 2017 you were going to see this heavy of a spike in tourism. I just don't think they saw it that way. Another thing that I think is going on that I've seen mentioned sort of implicitly in a couple of different articles and that I've seen mentioned but not connected to this specific issue with respect to Thai immigration. Again, the good guys in, bad guys out program has been instituted here in Thailand. The immigration officials have tightened up scrutiny and they're more stringently applying various immigration rules and protocols. There's new blacklisting rules with respect to foreigners in Thailand. The blacklist has to be checked on those that are entering the kingdom to ascertain whether or not individuals are in fact blacklisted. I'm sure that all of these new protocols and the certain protocols associated with new enforcement measures are resulting in it taking a little bit longer for each individual to process through the immigration booths. This all operating in the aggregate basically I think is resulting in longer lines and longer processing times. Looks to me as though Thai government and Thai immigration authorities are taking measures to go ahead and remedy this issue. Clearly they're bringing in 200 immigration officers, they're retasking them from other less high prioritized places, and clearly the Prime Minister has made it a priority and has even gone so far as to retask Royal Thai Air Force personnel to go ahead and assist with this matter. I think one of the reasons for that is you know, Thailand takes its tourists and its tourism industry seriously, and I think they're doing all they can to go ahead and address this issue.